There we go. The live is up. Ooh, says we are live. Yay! Yay!
Yay!
All right. Welcome to Loretta Ann's place. Our guest today is BJ with BJ's Esoteric Museums.
It's true.
Yes, it is.
It is not an urban legend. That's true.
Been a little while since you made an appearance, but here we are finally. Yay!
Yes.
And
I
we're
had to wait for the cloning process,
gonna, yeah,
for entertainment purposes only.
absolutely, absolutely. And for anyone who misses the beginning, they can go back and watch it from the beginning in the replay. Um,
Sure.
we're going to be talking uh, in the field of esoteric musings about the feminine energy of Sophia. So,
Yes.
the feminine energy and the Christ consciousness known as Jesus is the masculine energy. So, we're going to focus on the feminine energy today. And BJ is going to lead the message.
Oh, well, truth is, as we've been kicking this around now for months,
Mm-hmm.
um, you first, it's it's not been quite a year ago, but you first got that download about Mother's Ark and and Sophia and the need to bring this energy forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been on a quest. And of course, Nicole, um, who really is going to anchor that project with doing uh, channeling for us
Mm-hmm.
from the divine feminine. And she's given us little tastes of that, which was absolutely fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Actually hearing what real uh, divine feminine sounds like from the various uh, women that have mastered that functionality and have totally claimed their sovereignty, their
Yeah.
divine origins. They are not in the least bit apologetic, which is beautiful to just hear somebody stand in their power
Mm-hmm.
and not have ego driving it, not have external forces driving it, but simply to be able to stand and stand in that power, stand as a witness for others, stand as an anchor point, I think is what we'd like to move towards
Yeah.
for the community that wants to join and build that structure. And so, yes, with everything going on in the mundane that we've all been, wrestling with these last few months,
Yeah.
including Nicole, who's really had some sidelining that she's had to go ahead and prioritize. But yes, that is a project that I think is becoming more and more urgent
Mm-hmm.
for us to involve in. And thank you, Loretta, for picking that up in the cosmos and getting it started. And I, of course, have my binder over here,
Mm-hmm.
which I have a little corner set up that Loretta's dear cat, Jasmine, likes to sleep in the papers over here. I'll just turn it so you can see. So
Yeah.
she climbs in over there on the regular, but that
She likes it.
is supposed to be for the fireplace and for starters. And then I've got the binder over there as we've been collecting stuff. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was this. And oh gosh, let me get it right
Uh,
here.
yeah, Sophia's Code. I can read it now. I just ordered that book too this morning. I got
Yes. And this, I had ordered a couple of months ago and then had it sitting in here on deck. And I've got other Sophia materials too.
uh-huh.
But this by Kaya Ra, Kaia, Ra, RA. Um, this is actually a Sophia course that she developed. And I think it's going to be, I don't think it'll be a problem if we borrow from her some
Yeah,
of her
I
concepts.
found she's got a channel actually. I found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we may bring her in on collaboration or something
Yeah.
just to kind of give us a backstory as we're going. But um, I I truly believe that the Sophia energy is what came down through the Essene community.
Mm-hmm.
That, as we know, these were the folks that uh, I won't say preceded Judaism, but they came out of that as mystics, still speaking Aramaic, and in the ancient understandings, the divine feminine was foremost with the Essene community. In fact, their high priestess was someone named Judy.
Oh.
And it was through that connection that they developed what we read, or what was hinted to in the Bible, of the 12 virgins, as they call them, which was where Mother Mary was part of those 12 that were chosen.
Mm-hmm.
But what we didn't learn in the Bible, and that I found through uh, downloaded material, is that that community took those 12 young women and mentored them. And basically, they were instructed, they learned all of their gifts and how to bring them forward in the physical, because these vessels, one would be chosen to be the mother, the physical mother, for the soul known as Christ, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, Mary's cousin, who brought forth John the Baptist, who was also prophesied within the Essene community. Those virgins, once they were fully matured and ready to start the work,
Mm-hmm.
they were the force, the female force that nurtured and protected Jesus through all of his physical ministry.
Yeah.
And what they did was, once they were ready, once his ministry was ready to begin, they literally did a final closing of their community with the Essenes, because they also had a divine masculine community that had come out of India that they worked with as well, because they wanted that full complement. But what they did was they dispersed out into the region that they knew that Jesus would travel and that his ministry would take, because they were to be signposts and protectors. So when, for example, when Mary was ready to give birth,
Yeah.
she, of course, we know the story of her going to the inn and she was turned away. What gets elaborated in the Essene material is that was an Essene owned inn. The
Oh.
wife and the daughter were part of that female community, the Sophia community, and he did the thing inside, turning them away so nobody would think they were there. And the daughter slips out the back door and does this with them and brings them up to the cave, or the manger,
Yeah.
which is often, they didn't have barns, they put animals in the caves.
Mm-hmm.
And that was readied for the birth.
Yeah.
And so, to me, it's not only the beautiful work of Sophia that supported this and brought it forward, but then the Essene community that understood the work and was able to, like I say, be those signposts for his travels. And that group of women were with him for that whole ministry. But Sophia got watered down, like so many things, just like Mary Magdalene and her beautiful work and understanding her role with Jesus, and that she was his physical feminine complement. And so much of what's considered to be the canon of religion is sorely lacking.
Well,
And I
it's
think
about the balance of the feminine and the masculine, which we've got to have, and it was built on. Jesus was supported with that balance of the feminine and masculine.
Right, which is why he found it. I'm sure there was a bit of I don't want to say frustration, but probably, a moment of pause to realize that even his disciples were too ego based to understand the real beauty of Mary Magdalene and what she was there for.
Yeah.
And, there was a couple of them, as we know, when you really get reading, they bitterly hated women and they tried to subjugate women. So they did not want to acknowledge her as an apostle. When Jesus had told them, she knows everything that I know. And if you will listen to her instruction, you will continue to grow, once I'm gone. And so all of that, they turned her into a harlot. They basically just whitewashed her right out of text. So, and Sophia absolutely was diminished in all of that, any knowing of her. So, it's important now, and understanding that, like we talked about this morning, that the Sophia she is part of the dragon tribe, or the queens of the dragons. And what we have learned, you, myself, and Nicole, in our own researching and learning of our own dragons and the work that we were part of, those priestesses we have communication with our dragons even now. And the beauty that they bring forward, even if Nicole's a little bit nervous around mine. Monsalath is a big fire dragon, and he looks fierce, but he purrs in my ear. So, and he's a sweetie. So, yes. So, I don't have one of those cute little warm and fuzzy dragons. I got a fearsome dragon, but he's made it clear that he and I have been complement to each other through many, many sojourns and lifetimes. And so he is here as part of my team to help with bringing all this forward. I love knowing that Sophia also understood and probably created the dragon tribe in her knowings. So, yes.
And then the Gnostics were the first, weren't they not, to write and record about Sophia?
Yes. That's how we found her, was once the Nag Hammadi and those Gnostic Gospels started coming forward. We're like, who's this? We missed something here, big time. And I mean, even right down to Lilith, who, is another one that's been demonized in conventional
Very demonized. How dare she?
And to have her come through and hear her power. And just matter of fact, I bow to no one, no man, no, I bow to no one. I am sovereign within myself.
I was going to tell the audience that you're talking about when you and I and Nicole were together, and the women just started channeling and coming through Nicole. It was amazing.
And even Jesus was there. And because remember, I cussed, I dropped an F-bomb, and he started laughing. He's like, I'm cool with it, But that was such an amazing experience. And I'm so excited for us to bring that forward so that those who want to be a part of that community can hear those transmissions and the pure content of a total actualized soul. When it stands firm in itself and it's not watered down in the physical or blocked in any way, which we know those blocks are lifting more and more all the time.
They are.
So, that veil is so thin now. It's, it's less than a hair, I think.
It really is. And, like, see, the truth is coming out. And even, Pope Leo the 14th, he has really stepped up the plate, and just the truth is coming, whether anyone else is ready for it or not.
That's right.
And it's
because if they cannot accept it, it'll be a set aside
Mm-hmm.
Not that they will be lost,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be for another time because this time is so vital now.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so the rewiring of the brain is real important
Yeah.
um, right now, and there's a need for it. There's a calling for it, and for the truth, and
Yeah.
of our own power, because we were all born with the immense power of the divine. You know, uh,
Yeah.
Christ even said in the writings that we are more powerful than the Creator that created us. You
We
know,
were co-creators.
yeah.
That's what's been lost in the understanding is we are so much part and parcel of this planet because we co-created it with Creator. We
Hmm.
were sparked into that from the beginning, and those who really embraced it and went through it um, became those incarnated
Yeah.
into the planet. So yeah, we were all part and parcel. There is no separation.
No.
You know, the source is the source, and we are all lights within that source.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, Warrior Girl is piping in. The
Ah,
plasma light that has been showering down upon us is helping us with that, Loretta. The right left brain balancing. Absolutely. And it
yeah.
is about the balance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's with
We-
all things. If there's no balance, there's no homeostasis. There's no
yeah.
level playing field. And we
Yeah.
have to get back to that. We not only have to claim our sovereignty, we have to reclaim our humanity
Yeah.
because so much of that has been now obliterated and obscured with all the chaos and nonsense.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Well,
that's every bit of the journey too,
yeah.
is helping folks remember their humanity. And
Yeah.
it's
Everything's been so obscured,
yeah.
just really whacked out of.
Yeah.
It's
And
unreal.
because people have been so charged to be reactive
Hmm.
instead of proactive,
Yeah.
they they are losing everything. I
Well,
mean,
a sense of the self.
yeah,
The sense of self has been sorely diminished over the last 50 years.
yeah,
You know, it's just a terrible thing. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah. So anyway, that's why we're talking about this, and we're bringing it back, and we're gonna make it, get it out in front here, so we can all find some peace within and strength within, and pull
yes,
from our own sovereignty, our own divine sovereignty, and
yes,
recognize that once again. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Big, big important. So,
Hmm.
what's going on in the chat with folks? How are they doing? How are they getting through all this right now?
Hey, warrior girl, she's talking it up. You're so good. And
Oh, I understand, warrior girl. I have dyslexia and I have dyslexic fingers. They have a mind of their own. So my typing is always curious.
absolutely, yeah. And I was thinking maybe we could use the Five Below spread, in relation to helping everyone find that masculine and feminine balance again. You know,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be?
Yeah. And if I'm stumbling with it too much,
Oh
uh,
no.
then I'll go to I typically like 3 card spreads. I'm kind of funny that way.
Okay. Well, because this
But
is
no, I like this 5. When you did it yesterday, I watched that and was like, ooh, ooh.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I appreciate you leaving this on the
It's
table
really
this morning for me.
so we could um well, like in the example, we could pull the 5 of clubs or the
Mhm.
5 of cups or
And the Hierophant is the
yeah,
2.
yeah, well, yeah,
Okay.
let's do that one just like the
Okay.
example. And
So
then we'll ask for the Sophia to respond in guiding everyone to a constructive way. What action do we take to resolve this?
Well, there's my Hierophant. Now, where's my?
I know it takes a second to go through here.
And I'll tell you guys, like I say, I am dyslexic, so I don't trust that I know the cards by rote. So I have little cheaters. I admit it. For the longest time, I just wouldn't do tarot live at all or in video. I was strictly stick with oracles.
Yeah.
But like Libby, I know that she knows all the rote.
She knows all the what?
The rote meanings, of the
root meanings. You mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, rote.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, to just go by the visuals is how I do them too. So where's my?
Yeah, with some decks, I just have to go off the visuals.
All right, that's 7 of Cups. Come on, where's my 5 of Cups? It's hiding.
I found that one. It's the Hierophant. I'm having trouble locating right.
The Hierophant I found quickly.
I know.
It's always something, though, right?
There it is. I got it.
Oh, good girl.
Okay. So how we do this is we pull the 2 cards. So the 5 of Cups will be what are we not seeing as the collective when it comes to the masculine and feminine balance and what we need to do. The Hierophant will show us what action to take to resolve this. So we pull them out, and then our deck is facing down in our hand, right? And then the 2 cards, the Hierophant and the 5 of Cups, we insert them back into the deck only forward facing. So they're the only 2 that are facing forward. Everyone else is facing backwards. All right. We put them in, and then we shuffle. And once we feel that, okay, that's enough shuffle, then what we do is we look through the deck and we find both of the cards. And once we have our fingers on the cards, then we count the 5th card behind it in order to find message from Spirit or Sophia. All right? That answers our question, gives us guidance. So,
all right.
Hello, Sam. How you doing? We got Sam and Warrior Girl in the chat. All right.
Okay.
And then we can open it up to questions or keep on keeping on. Oh.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Shuffle.
Yeah. My shufflers aren't shuffling so well.
I'm trying to get better with just doing the sideway shuffle.
Yeah. It is on the best of days. It's curious, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. And sometimes I just got to do it the other way, but I'm trying to get better at this way.
Yeah. I try that too, and I watch others do it and think, yeah, they make that look so easy.
Yeah. Okay. Warrior Girl wants me to repeat. So, okay, Warrior Girl, what you do is you have your deck, and this is the back of the deck. All right. So we have that in our hand like that. And the 2 cards that we originally pulled to represent the question, like the trouble and then the solution, exactly what we're doing. So the 5 of Cups, we find that card, and we find to represent the trouble, and the solution is represented by the Hierophant. So we find that card, and then we put them face forward and slide them into the deck in different spots. Then we shuffle, and then we're going to look for both of the cards that we put in face forward. And once we find them, We find them one at a time and count 5 cards behind it. And then you pull out the 5th card plus, like if it's the 5 of cups, the 5 of cups, and you set it aside. And then the same for the Hierophant. Okay, so I found my 5 of cups. So then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I put that down. And then I still have to find my Hierophant. There he is. So there's the Hierophant. Now I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that down. So those are set aside. How you doing, BJ?
Well, I thought it was the card directly behind it, so I pulled those. With I'm on it. Oh no, I got to go 5 cards.
Yeah, it's a 5th card behind. Yeah,
2, 3, 4, and 5. I got him.
All
Yep.
right.
All right.
Okay. So when I got the 5th card behind my 5 of cups was the Empress. The Empress.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we not seeing? Well, the evolution. It's stifling the evolution. We've got evolvement and growth, cultivation, related to the Empress, creativity, fertility, and so what we're not seeing is we've lost that connection.
Yeah.
It's we've been disconnected with that.
Yeah.
And
Can't argue that.
So what do I to resolve this? Okay, the Hierophant is out there, but I got the 5 of Pentacles behind the Hierophant, which is uncertainty and feeling isolated, adversity. So we've got to face all of that. Should I be? Yeah. So we have to deal with all of that in order to get back that balance, because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
We've got financial hardship, feeling isolated, uncertainty, destitution for some, indigent for others. Mm-hmm. So that's all got to be dealt with. So that's what I got. How about you?
Well, I think I got the flip once that's accomplished, because mine, for my cups, what came out was the Sun, positivity, new beginnings, success, fun, all the things that come with the Sun, and joy and all of that, which once we work through those things, as you discussed, that should bring us to those. Yeah. And then behind my Hierophant, I got the Ace of Cups, which is, again, new beginnings, just new, all the way around.
That too is connecting with people, because we're talking cups. So we're talking,
and the fertility, the ability to be able to not only have cooperation, but have collaboration, to have celebration. It'll be a time of celebration once we can work through all those, the last of the lower vibrational things.
Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Yeah.
See, this went just right. I showed the grits of it, and you got the
back end. Yeah. As you were talking, I'm like, well, now isn't this interesting?
Yeah.
So, now, Sam, that's quite an interesting spread to do that. I got to play with that so much.
I like it. It's not big and overwhelming. It's pretty simple once you got the way to do it down.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, Sam has got a question.
Okay.
Sam wants to know, he's saying, I'm currently holding a conditional offer for the July intake, but have experienced a delay in meeting the English language requirement. given that I am retaking the exam this month, and we've got more,
Will I be able to
will
start?
I be able to start university abroad? I am so nervous that the only month is remaining for visa processing. Will I be able to start university abroad? When are you supposed to do this, Sam? I know
Well,
this has been on your
he
mind
said something about a month.
a month
The
from now.
for the processing of the visa.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting.
All right. Let me. Okay. All right. I've got a deck here I'm going to use for this one. Let's see. Tarot of the Longest Dream. Let's see what you got. That's what you're calling me. Okay. Sam says she's planning to give a test on the 20th of May and or later apply for a visa. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, will she be able to start the university abroad? Okay. All right. Will Sam be able to start the university abroad? Will Sam be able to start the university? Start the university abroad. Will Sam be able to start the university abroad?
Yeah.
You can go first if you want, PJ.
I'm going to say I'm ready. It's all right. So for you, first card pulled from my oracles, the same forest oracles. And the first was the Forest Temple, Enlightenment. Sounds very appropriate for somebody looking for higher education. So I would say that's important. The Wizard of the Woods is about focus. So over the next while, I think you need to be very concise in your focus and how you want to distill for what you know is coming in this exam. And then the Aspen Spirit, which is about courage, the courage to move forward and trust that you got this. And then I pulled two tarot kickers. I actually was going to pull one and both of them came out, both of them being yes cards. So for budgeting and again, clarity. So any endeavor for education, obviously, a budget is a big concern. And then clarity, really drilling down and distilling what your ask is. Because really, with now all the different apps available for language, and I mean, it seems logical that if you weren't at 100%, the ability to have those apps and work with that should make the way passable, if nothing else. But what I see here is for you to focus, to have courage, and to really drill down and hone in on exactly if there's any stumbling blocks that you can get those removed so that you're really ready. And but these cards are all very positive. So I would say yes, it looks very good for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I pulled 3 tarot And then look at the unseen energy card. And the unseen is the magician. All right.
Yeah.
Can't get no better than that.
Yeah.
First card out is the Ace of Pentacles, you know, being grounded. And, and the Ace of Pentacles shows the gateway, that door is open there for you.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Knight of Wands, which is the energy moving towards it, representing you. And then I've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very grounded woman and very knowledgeable and wise, and really has the tools to accomplish what's in her sight, her vision. And I think this is all saying very positively that, yeah, it looks like you will, according to the cards. That's
Yes.
what I'm seeing.
And so it is, Sam.
So, so be it.
Yes.
So it is spoken, so it is sealed, so
Yes.
be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So she says she's trying hard this time, hoping everything will be smooth for her. Yeah, I do too. I hope it goes very smooth for you, sweetie. I know this has been on your mind a whole lot for quite a while. Struggling with this. Okay. Unconditional offer. Yeah, I got that. All right. You're very welcome, Sam. I hope so too. So I guess we'll learn about the 20th after that. We'll know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Be sure to give us the good news when you get it.
Warrior Girl's got good feelings about it, Sam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trust that. Yep.
Well, yeah, and we pulled on this before, and in the end, it's she gets there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what it's feeling like.
Timing is everything.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So, anyone else have a question? And we could read some oracles for those that are viewing. Deliver messages that way for somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And I could deliver a message from the Esoteric Flower Oracle. See that too.
That's a nice deck.
I like it.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This woman has been just churning stuff out back there like mad. It blows me away.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of beautiful decks and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I finally got an avenue now to sell the Esoteric Flower Oracle through a fulfillment center. So if anyone is interested, I've got that on my channel, and I'll put it down below. And after we're done here, and I've got an invocation for the Esoteric Flower Oracles that was created especially for it, and also there are 3 card layouts for messages. Basically these ones are to start the day with. So like the morning bloom is a 3 card layout for it. So it's very all right. Oh, thank you, Warrior Girl.
well, perfect for spring. Everything's blooming.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so nice out.
Yep.
So very nice. Message. Okay.
Yeah, hubby's got enough of the grove cleared out. I can actually finally see my little bench out there. My little meditation bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta walk out there and really take a close look. So I can give you an example of the morning bloom spread. I just pulled 3 cards. So, if you were to do this in the morning, the first one is the root, what grounds me today. And this is white daisy. And the message is return to what is simple and true. Return to what is simple and true for grounding you for the day. And then the stem is the second card. What supports my growth today? The daffodil come out. Rise into the new life that is calling you. Yeah, there we go. And then the third one of this is the bloom. And it says, what wants to unfold today? And we've got white jasmine. And the message is, let your inner light guide you and with quiet certainty. Let your inner light guide you with quiet certainty. Anyway, that's really good. You got an oracle ready, BJ?
I well, I thought I was going to pull my from Voices of the Soul, and then I was like, nope, nope, that isn't talking to me. So I'm in my, what's this one? Ethereal Visions.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're beautiful cards.
yes.
They got foil on them,
Right.
but all right, let's see what I can come up with here.
All right.
I keep thinking I'm going to do 3, and they're doggone it if another one doesn't sneak in. Everybody wants to be heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, these are tarot. So I've got the 2 of Cups,
Okay.
the Lion, the power, the strength, the 7 of Cups. I love the visuals on these.
Oh, yeah.
The 7 of Cups, the Devil.
Ooh.
We know he's running around unchecked.
I like the cards, though. Yeah.
Yes, they're gorgeous. I love them. And then the Tower. But we know we got to go through all of that.
Yeah.
To get to the sun.
Yeah.
I could have gone with my with my voices, because I had sun come up on that one, and I'm like, oh. But, so yeah, let's see here. What are we saying? So the power of the cups, the alchemy of the 2, to bring that forward, the change.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, the 7 of Cups, we know that can be a whole grab bag. But look at the nasty old dragon there, like Stale. He's kind of almost incompetent, you know. He's really kind of done, which, you know, would make sense under that devil energy. I don't know anything that could survive or thrive there for very long. Yeah. And then the Tower, to reorder it, break it down so that others can rebuild it better. Yeah. Build back better. It's one thing Biden had, right? He had that message well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And towers really are a blessing. I mean, you know, they sure don't feel like it when we're going through it.
Oh, no. Yeah. You look at that and go, you know, but you got to clear out the dead wood.
Yeah. And the only thing guaranteed in life is change. It's the only thing.
Amen.
You know? We got to do it to get to the other side. So be it. You know? Okay. And let's see. I've got, let's see, the Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle cards here. I'm gonna read a couple of those for you. For the audience, checking it out. Oh, I got this one got thrown out. Oh, it's the reason it throws cards.
Tossing things at you.
I know, right? Thank you, warrior girl. Thank you. Okay, false narrative, discernment. See, you know, it's the times we're in. It says, be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a narrative is destructive and simply not true. Oh, having a negative narrative is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to your ego based story that is laced with falsehoods and old conditioning. For every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. That's good. I keep going back to rewire the brain. Keep
Yeah.
rewiring the brain. It really works, and it'll just elevate every part of your life, emotionally, mentally, physically. It's healing. When you heal your mind, you heal your soul, your thoughts, your heart, your body. You know,
Yeah.
Sam's got a message here. Says, I feel like it's my energy because when I was in my 20s, I dated an older guy in his late 30s. Later on, now in my late 20s, I will never give a chance to someone who's even 3 years older than me. Oh, okay, yeah. You
Yeah.
know,
It's not the age though.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the attitude and the altitude where they're at.
For me, what part I can't get past is if the age difference is such that I could give birth to them. I just
I
can't go
understand.
there. I just can't go
Well,
there.
at some point, there's very little commonality. You
Yeah,
know, you don't have lived experience.
yeah,
And for me, that was always something.
yeah,
And quite frankly, in as matters of the heart, that was not my bailiwick. And I thought, better to leave that crap alone, you know?
yeah.
So, yeah, 21 years between my first marriage and second. And it had to be a very special man come along for me to,
And he is too.
he
That's,
really is.
he really is. Okay, and then the bottom unseen energy for the oracle. We have love redefined in romance. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
We were just, yeah.
Yeah, and it says Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships.
Mhm.
That's very nice. So that's for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if they were in preschool and you're a senior in high school, yeah, right, right. Too much for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So,
you want me to tell you what I got?
yes, yes.
So I went back to the sacred forest
Uh,
and I got the foggy bog, which is patience. And boy,
oh,
do we all need a healthy dose of that right now.
we sure do.
So patience. And then, as we've just seen this last weekend, moonlight enhancement and the magic that comes out of that, the magic of the moon. Um, Stag spirit of leadership,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be important
Yeah.
going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bottom was family, the wolf spirit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
also one of my totem animals. So I
Yeah.
always love to see the wolf come up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, um, all good, positive. Yeah, leadership. Leadership is big because we've had a lot of disingenuous leaders
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
who have caused more grief than help.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
also it seems our perception of leaders is a little skewed, you
yeah,
know, because
absolutely.
when we look at being a parent, you know,
Yeah,
this is a leadership position, being a parent. And so we need to cultivate the humans that we're raising as children up to be mindful and uh,
yeah,
so
functioning adults.
then generationally we heal and we evolve and we grow.
Yeah,
So yeah,
It's like anything in the physical world. We see the levels play out. And if we can extrapolate them, if you think about the idea of creating a family unit and like you say, parenting,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's what Creator does to a degree.
Yeah.
So um, if we look at that when we're questioning things of dogma or tradition or anything else, um, and this concept that is so ingrained in religions that our Creator, we must be worthy of a certain thing for us to be loved and accepted.
Yeah.
And I never could get that, because even
I,
before I had kids, I was like, but if I'm a parent, I'm going to love my children regardless, right?
I
So
know.
why would Creator not love us regardless?
Yeah.
We're
Exactly.
here learning and doing it, so we're going to be punished for learning and doing.
Yeah.
you know? And even the exercising of free will.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about subjugating that. It's about developing our growth internally to the point that we can align our will with Creator and creation and say, I I agree. I am with that concept. I'm not, because that was always my thought when I was younger. It's like, well, if we have free will and we turn that over, then how are we autonomous? How are we our own being? I don't want to give up my what I
Yeah.
didn't understand the word sovereignty. I knew I didn't want to give that up. I just didn't know what it was that I was going to give up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but wait, as parents, if we are good stewards, which is all we're meant to be, some people come in having children thinking, I'm going to create this in such a way, and they're going to do this. And it's like, no, you train them up and then turn them loose and hope that that they got the messaging and they can move forward as functional human beings.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get those life patterns constantly, kind of like the Fibonacci
Mm-hmm.
sequence. We see it over and over and over played out
Yeah.
in many, many realms, trying to get our little thick brains to go, oh, I get
Mm-hmm.
it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. There's something I wonder about too. And we're going back to the Sophia, the masculine and the feminine, and
Right.
the Christ, what we experience. And we know there's life on other planets,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And from what I have heard and seen of other people speaking out of their experiences with life on other planets, they also are very aware of Christ, Jesus, and what happened here on Earth.
Mhm.
I wonder, did they have something like a Jesus on their planet? You
That's
know,
my understanding.
that
It's
they did
that every civilization has that
they,
he is a pattern that can be duplicated throughout
throughout
infinitum.
worlds.
Um, and yes, I think, yeah, that makes sense to me, because uh, if they were in a state of evolution, which they must have been at some point, we know that they have
Yeah.
gone far beyond us
Uh,
um, in science and in understanding. But yes, they had to have had that. That just makes sense to me.
yeah. Warrior Girl says she doesn't think the other star systems have religion.
No, it's not about religion.
No.
It's about spirit and
Yeah.
about soul and understanding of those concepts. Religion is the biggest screw up
Ah.
to soul growth out there, because it is so contrived by men and patriarchal men who had an agenda,
Yeah.
still have an agenda,
Yeah.
and they are going to pound that as long as they can get away with doing it.
As long as
And that's why I love these, like Pope Francis and now Pope Leo, um,
mm-hmm.
because they have evolved beyond a lot of that.
They really.
Conceptually, they're still in some of their constriction of the religion, because they are the head of it and they must work within that law. But I
Yeah.
think in their heart of hearts, they have a much more expansive understanding. And I love that anything going on right now with the wrangling that Pope Leo is getting,
Yeah.
is he says, no, I am about the message and giving the unity and the understanding of the soul message,
Yeah.
not here for politics. I'm not here for anything other
Yeah.
than
And he
to,
said that when he sees the church, he sees the church in the faces of the parishioner and in their lives. That's
right.
where he sees the church.
And that's where it is. That's where it
Yeah,
should be.
it
Yeah.
really is. Now, Sam has asked, do you also have systemic day and night? Do they also have systemic day and night? Other worlds? I wouldn't make
You mean as far as 12 hours on, 12 hours off, light and
yeah,
dark?
having sun
I probably depends on the configuration, how many moons, how many suns,
yeah.
because that's governed by all of that.
Uh-huh.
And I think each one was designed in its own unique way. We are told this is the gem within this universe, that we're sitting on this beautiful gem that has so much potentiality, that I mean, we do know that some planets are water based planets
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
We've had Matteo Di Stefano talk about that. We've had Sue Lin share her experience as a frog, a very happy frog. She was on a water planet,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
quite content to be a happy croaking frog, because that was the experience on that planet. So,
Warrior Girl says the Romans stole Yeshua message and diluted it and tweaked it all for power and control.
amen, sister.
Yeah. Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
They're like, oh, we can improve this and use it to our advantage because we
Now, I've
know
never
how
heard of
Romans
a planet
work.
having diamonds for rain. Can you imagine getting hit by that? Mm. One
Yeah.
has rubies for rain. I had not heard that.
Wow.
So, yeah. How do you pronounce that? Mayas or
Mateus
Mateus?
Di Stefano. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's amazing. Talk
yeah.
about a soul that came in with total recall, total
Really?
knowledge of all of his lives, and learning what his work here is to do.
Is that the
And
name of his channel?
and he's the one that it took him a year, but I love the experience he shares of where he was told, you've got to reconnect the kundalini of the planet because it's been skewed.
Mm-hmm.
And he had 12 keys made. All of this, was divinely inspired as he was going through and gathering, because they're like, you need to be at these places at this time. And he's like, do you understand there's money involved? You don't just jump on a plane, you got to buy a ticket. And they're like, we got it all dialed in. Don't you worry about it. This is what you're supposed to do. And he talks about the culmination of that adventure. And at the end of the year, he's literally in Rome, standing there in front of what is the Vatican.
Uh-huh.
And he's got all these people around him, and it's threatening to rain and everything else. And he goes up to one of the priests at the door and said, I have this box. I need to have an audience with the Pope. And they're like, it doesn't work that way. And he goes, no, you don't understand. And so he tries to explain to him, and the Pope gets wind of this, because I guess the guy relays the messaging, and they're like, we got this guy down here is claiming all this stuff, and I guess he thinks he's, he's God's messenger or something, but he wants an audience with you. And so the Pope looks out, and a clap of thunder breaks loose right over Mateo.
Oh.
And he's got that box. And the Pope says, you go get that young man. I need to talk to him.
Ooh.
And he sat down and he explained to the Pope his whole journey of these 12 keys. And he said, I have the last key is here for you. And he handed in that box with, and the story, and he got a blessing from the Pope. All things always are made possible if it's what you're meant to be doing.
Yeah, if you're supposed to be in that spot at that time,
yeah,
to meet somebody, they will be there.
Yeah. And I mean, at one point he got abducted by like highwaymen in one country. And he thought, oh, I'm done for. No, they released him after a couple of days. He continued on. And it's just amazing this synchronicity of the entire adventure, and knowing he had all these time frames that he had to meet.
Oh,
in fact, one of them was a key needed to be put into the Great Salt Lake there in Utah. And so he was actually able to get up there and get that done. And how that, I mean, it's an incredible story.
Incredible.
I think it's on Gaia channel is where, and he may have it.
Warrior Girl
on YouTube.
Yeah, she said he's got a few channels here, and he was over on Gaia.
Yeah.
Okay, Satofi came in late, and she's got a question. Satofi's in Australia also.
Oh.
Yeah, so she should be sleeping. And here's a question. Will I be offered my own 1-bedroom unit or stay in this house? If I stay, I need new housemate. If so, will it be a lady with 2 cats or a lady with no cats? Thank you. Oh, okay. Will I be offered my own apartment? That's one question. If you stay, do you need, let's see. If I stay.
Holy crap, all of that hour went by fast. We've been on an hour.
Yeah.
Light speed, yes.
Yeah. It did go by fast. Well,
Satofi, I'm glad you didn't ask for an address to boot. That's quite a specific question.
Yeah.
Cats, no cats. I'm not even sure what to make of that.
I've offered my own 1-bedroom unit. Okay. Let's see.
Are you comfortable with either way that it goes? Whether you're on your own or whether you have a roommate, either one works well for you.
Yeah, I would like to know that. Yeah, I'll be offered my own 1-bedroom unit. Will Satofi be offered her own 1-bedroom unit? Satofi be offered her own 1-bedroom unit. Oh. Well, that's not a yes or no. That's a maybe. Okay. I'm going to pull another one. Will Satofi be offered her 1-bedroom unit? That was a Hierophant that jumped out there.
Oh.
But maybe. Yes, wherever I go, there I am.
Good. Okay. That's the right attitude to carry for sure.
Yep, it is.
So whatever is for your highest good is what will be.
And then I got the 9 of Wands, which is a yes. Yeah. And it'll be a good place. Protective. Yep. Resilience. It'll be a good spot. Okay, and then if I stay and need a housemate, will it be a lady with 2 cats or a lady with no? Well, let's just ask if she's going to have cats. All right. And so Satofi's housemate, will she have cats? This is Topi's housemate. I have cats. Topi's housemate. Cats. I've got a yes with the Queen of Swords. All right. Mm-mm-mm. That's what I got.
Okay. I got Page of Wands, which is yes. And we'll be bringing good news. Very good. Swift. And there may be phone calls, but that's enthusiasm. Then we have the Chariot, another yes. And we know that's forward motion. That is good. And we've got the Two of Pentacles, a maybe.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the way I catch that is that either way, it's going to work out the way it needs to.
Yeah.
Either way it goes. So, but the first two cards are positive, and yeah, and I think she's going to be fine. However it goes. I didn't link it in specifically to the one bedroom apartment, or I just left it open ended. But you know that no matter which way it goes, it will be what's right for her.
Yes, that's for sure. And then Warrior Girl wants to get an oracle card for the weekend.
For the weekend.
For the weekend. Okay, and then we'll close her down. Warrior Girl card for the weekend. Okay. Once again, I'm going to use the Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle. Just seems to be the time for it.
Well, I pulled two cards for you, Warrior Girl. The first one is Earth Spirit, which is for stability. And then the Water Spirit for manifesting dreams.
All right.
So, lovely weekend ahead for you.
Yeah. And I pulled a card, and then I'm also reading the Unseen Energy. The card that came out was Past Life Karma Cycles. Okay. And this is the Repair, Evolution, Growth. And the message on this one is, this indicates that past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you. The person or situation, look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. I was just talking to BJ about, when I do my affirmations and stuff, there's nothing in there forgiveness wise. And I need to do that because, we're always messing up, on little scales, sometimes bigger than we want to admit. And we need to forgive ourselves so we can heal from it. And then the unseen energy is radiant goddess acceptance. All right. And it says, you are an amazing goddess, ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential by not making any apologies for it. That's good advice. That's real good advice. So there we go. You're welcome, sweetie. Thank you, BJ, for coming.
Yes, thank you.
God, this has been wonderful. We're going to have to do it again.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
And we got to get on our Sophia track. Get that rolling.
Absolutely. So we might set up a special Sophia segment time and a card. That would be good. We designate it,
I agree.
Really get into it deep. All right. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Thank you so very much. Thank you, BJ.
Thank you.
And take real good care of yourselves. Remember to love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. All right. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Remember to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Love to you all. Bye, friends.
Yes. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay.